Hi, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of
Two Girls.
One.
I'm Yaya.
I'm Cece.
I'm Ty.
And we are your co-hosts for Two Girls, One Bot. We're excited you're here. Sit down, pour you some Henny, and let's get this started. I didn't drink Henny in forever, honestly.
I think that I've only ever had it once.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you at a black light party?
I don't know if I can say black party.
What was it then? A ghetto party? I'm black. I can say these things. Was it?
Oh, you know what? I did see this TikTok recently that I thought was really funny. And it was like, you know how everyone's like, oh, no, that's so ghetto. And it was like, let's replace that so ghetto with that's so trailer park.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's hilarious.
Honestly, if I was stuck in a room between someone that is like ghetto or trailer park trash, I would be highly afraid of the trailer park trash.
100%.
They do drugs I don't understand.
Because meth does something different to you. Let me tell you, meth does something different. It changes your brain chemistry.
Yeah.
But like, if you do it, live your life. So welcome, everybody.
That's a great segue.
On that note.
It's a little taste of what's to come. This is our first episode that we're recording.
That's right.
We've been working on this for a while. So each week we're going to individually, each host is going to bring up a different topic and we're going to discuss it.
Talk about it.
Kind of like The View, but for like millennials.
Yeah, think about the weird group of three people that are sitting behind you at the bar and not drunk, but buzzed. That's very much the energy that we're putting out there. So this week is actually, I get to break us into this, I guess. And the topic of the week is online dating.
Yes, online dating. We've all had experiences with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Me being gay, almost exclusively.
You're gay?
I know. Almost don't tell my mom.
No wonder you won't sleep with me.
That's it. That's the reason.
That is the reason.
Almost exclusively just because of how it works inherently. Almost all of my experiences have been with relationships, and I've been in a few, have been via like the internet in some form or another.
From the Googles.
So, like, I think I've been on one date. I can't even do that anymore.
That's where I find my men.
I believe it.
I was about to say, you the type. I think I had like one date that I ever went on that wasn't through
originated online.
It just happened like
organically.
Yeah.
You've in your entire dating experience, you've only dated one person.
Are you talking about long-term dating or just dates?
Like just a date. Oh. Just been on a date.
Really?
Scenario. Yeah.
You have the most experience, I would say.
I think that's a lot to do with where you lived, though, too.
I mean, there's a lot to do with it, but especially when it comes to like being a gay person that's going out there and trying to date. I mean, you can't very well just walk up to somebody of the same sex and be like, "Hey, you like dicks?" You know what I mean?
Apparently, our neighbor has been hit on by plenty of gay men aggressively in multiple.
Unfortunately, I am not an aggressive gay. I'm more of a passive gay.
Okay, so like bat your eyes.
So like look at me in the corner.
Poke out your touche.
You know what I mean? So like it or hate it, I had like 2 long-term relationships that were solely based off of that. So I mean, most of the time I hate it, but
online stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends. Like different people do things differently. Like I have most of my experience initially talking to someone that way. You know.
That's interesting. How long have you been on online date sites?
Probably since I was like 16. Don't tell my mom.
And you're how old now?
Yeah, just 3 years ago.
One bar. I'm hanging out with 19-year-olds in this bitch.
Well, if you must know, I'm 21. About 12 years at this point. point.
Yeah.
About on and off, obviously.
That's an insane statistic to say out loud. In 12 years of dating, you've only met one person organically.
Yeah. Well, it's like the difference between cisgender dating. I guess I don't really know.
What?
Yeah, cis is just how you identify. I identify as a masculine.
True, that is
man.
what cis is. Yeah.
So it's not like cisgender, but I think it's more associated with the idea of cisgender.
Of hetero.
Like heteronormative.
Those weird people.
Whatever psychological term, straight people.
Right.
It's different.
That makes sense.
It's different in the sense that you do have more options to like be under the assumption that if you walk up to a dude, he's probably gonna be into it, and if not, he's gonna be your best friend.
Also, like I would say the guys that you, and tell me if I'm wrong, I would say the guys that you typically like don't necessarily look gay. So does that make it harder too?
Well, yeah.
I'm not, and I don't even know what look gay even mean, but like you like the
manlier men.
Yeah, the more masculine looking.
Yeah, hiding in plain sight.
Right. That's a great movie.
What about that guy at the gym? Are you including him? Didn't you meet him at the gym?
But no. Tell that story.
Oh gosh,
that's organic.
Not kind of, but not really.
No. Because originally we matched on Tinder and then added Instagram. And then he saw me at the gym. And approached me, which I'm also fine with.
I would be horrified
if you're at the gym and someone approached you.
I would be horrified.
Well, they didn't like come up to me. They messaged me, which was more of like I like that because it's kind of fill out the waters.
Yeah,
that's a smart move. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
safe.
I see there are people that I've talked to that I will see out, and I'm absolutely not.
Yeah,
like, that's my person. I'm like, skirt. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
What about you, Cece? What are your like?
I would say of the three of us, I have the least experience because I barely started last year in 2020.
She's only 13, so
I'm but a virgin.
She hasn't even had her first blood.
That is like so opposite. That's great.
It is.
So at this point, I've met, I think, a total of 4 guys from the internet, but 2 of them had actually messaged me through Instagram, and then 2 of them, one from Bumble and one from Hinge.
Bumble. Well, how do you feel about it?
Single.
Like different people.
Yeah, I was uncomfortable at first.
I think initially I was delusional about it.
What do you mean?
I think that gays are different. But you go in thinking like, oh yeah, like this is gonna make it easier for me to find somebody, and then you just find out
women
how
through the
like,
lights.
basically,
got it.
how jaded,
yeah, I do feel that there's a tone of jadedness.
The dating pool actually is.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, just it's not very engaging to be talking to someone who I haven't like physically met yet. Like, I don't care as much to talk to them, via text, which I guess kind of your move where you go and meet them early on is better in that way. But I just feel like I lose interest. I haven't been on Hinge.
See, that's so funny.
Yeah,
I'm not a phone person though, so I'm also kind of like,
I'm not normally a phone person, but when I'm getting to know somebody, I do. Just because, like, for me, the idea of being stuck with someone for like an hour and a half that's completely uninteresting is horrifying. And if I don't get at least a semblance of a personality through text message, there's nothing.
Yeah, no, I won't meet up with you if I don't have a spark through the phone.
You know what I mean? Like I'll be like, oh, okay, this person's moderately funny, and they think that weird thing that I said was funny. This, even if it doesn't work out, it won't be totally.
It won't be miserable.
Yeah, but I do like if I match up with someone on whatever online site that I'm on, I probably would talk to you. Farmers Me.
Christian Singles.
Match.com.
eHarmony. Adam for Adam.
Is that a thing? I never heard of that.
That's like one of the original old school.
Adam for Adam.
Her. There's
great.
another one. Her. But if like for me, any of the
Raya.
Oh yeah, the League.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a bougie one. I don't think a lot of people know about that.
The League?
Yeah.
Well, I was a part of it. No. The League is cool because you can only join by invitation. So someone has to be on the app and they have to send out a referral to you.
So like,
send it on to us, girl.
I deactivated the League.
Oh, get back on it.
Yeah, get back on it.
But it's cool profile is filled with like just really high quality professionals.
It's qualified
Doctors,
singles.
lawyers, physicians, engineers,
Ooh,
like
excellent.
very high quality. But what's weird about the league is you only get 5 people every day at 5. So it's not like all day where you can be swiping left and right at 5 p.m.
It's like Hinge, where they're like, no, you liked 4 people today. That's it.
You can't send them a
pay
flower or
$30 a
something.
month.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it is nuts. It's like, no.
Have you ever gotten a flower from Hinge?
Yeah.
I have.
But I also
Biggest
get
compliment.
like just littered with
It's the
weird
biggest
messages.
compliment.
For online, for Hinge, to me it is.
What about that? That's always my favorite. What's some of the weird shit people said to you?
Oh,
I currently have just an eggplant that I didn't even open. Like, I saw the notification. It was just the eggplant emoji. I was like, huh.
That's weird for you?
Oh, no?
What's
Really?
the weirdest, girl? That's nothing.
Well, I'm not like talking to this guy.
I sent eggplants to my mother.
Okay.
We're asking for like the weirdest thing. Like,
To
an
have no
example,
message aside that, just to send an
just
eggplant?
like their
Is
initial,
that normal? I don't know.
their initial, like, I had a person recently message me, and all they said was, "Are you gassy?"
Yeah, I remember this.
And I was like,
Maybe it's
want
that
me to be
news-
gassy?
normally,
Maybe there's a new term that we don't know
Yeah,
about.
maybe like it's like being cool.
Yeah,
Like, gassy.
gassy.
you gassed up. I don't know. Maybe it's 8:30. I'm truly gassing
Usually
down.
on weekdays, yes. Do you usually like to video chat before you meet them? Because I did do that with one guy. Because for me, also just meeting someone off the internet, I mean, I was raised not to do that.
Well, I will say I probably met a shit ton of people off of the internet, frankly. I try to fill it out, go my gut. And I don't think that I've ever been catfished.
I've been catfished once.
Really?
I have people catfish with my pictures a lot.
Really?
They use your pictures for
Wow,
Yeah,
what
I
a
get
compliment.
messages. Until they're sending out your
How
pictures.
Oh, like your nudies?
I don't know. I choose not to ask. There aren't any.
Well, how do you
if
know
anyone's
this?
wondering.
There aren't any.
Well, because I'll have people
Video
that will
chat.
message me that actually know who I am, and they're like,
Oh.
"Why are you out in LA?" I'm not in LA.
What the heck?
I don't
Wow.
even live close to LA, so I don't know what's going on there. And then I'll get pictures of the profile that are literally my stolen Instagram pictures.
Let's go find those bitches and whoop their ass.
That's
Well, because there's nothing you can do.
crazy.
You can just report it.
Who do you report that to?
To Instagram or whatever.
You
medium
can just
you're on?
report the profile,
Yeah.
and then like hope they remove it.
Yeah.
We
But
need to
like-
make a fake profile, match up with this motherfucker, message, slide in that bitch's DM.
I already tried.
And then,
You did?
and-
You did all?
I already tried.
And this
I went
person-
all around because I didn't know where it was. I went all around and put my search in that location, put my profile there. I couldn't find it.
You didn't find the name?
Well, because the person that messaged me was like, "Oh, I thought you were in LA, so I messaged you some memes," and they were like, "What is this?"
Right.
Oh.
And I was like, "And you know I love memes."
Yeah, true friend. true
So,
friend.
so he was like, "Yeah, that's why I thought it was weird because usually you respond
Right.
about the meme."
Mm-hmm.
He's
Like,
like,
what is
so I
this trash?
reported him,
Oh,
and I was
nice.
like, "That's so weird, though. I couldn't imagine. I mean, I get it.
I don't.
guess.
I don't get it because
I
then
know.
when you meet the person and they're like, "This is clearly
I don't
not
think
you."
that there's
I mean,
ever
I
any
think-
intention to.
I
Oh,
think
you're
a
just
lot
chatting.
of people now are slightly catfishing because they still have pictures of themselves pre-COVID. So,
I mean, the furthest I get
a little
is
bit
I
lighter.
just.
a little happier. You
Yeah,
have still had a job. Not drowning in debt, evicted, homeless, living in my van.
Raging alcoholic. I mean, like,
Yeah, a lot of people now are like doing DoorDash, where before they had like a stable 9 to 5. So
It's a panorama, you guys.
yeah, but I was catfish once. It was, I don't know if you technically call it catfish. He was just like, his forehead was 20 pounds heavier than when I saw
Yeah.
his picture.
I mean, I guess I was kind of catfished.
so that kind of gives you an idea what the rest of his body looks like. If your
I guess
forehead
I've kind of
fat-
been
If
catfished to
your
a point.
forehead is fat,
But-
I'm trying to imagine this.
Like, think of the Slayer sisters or the Slater sisters.
Oh.
1,000-pound sisters.
Yeah.
Remember how she had that fat
A great
on her
American
forehead?
television.
Oh, okay.
I thought he got bumped.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been catfished in person to the point where I didn't figure out the ruse before I got there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this seems weird. There's watermarks in all of your pictures.
Right.
I'm not an idiot.
Is it considered catfish if one time I matched with a girl on Hinge because I'm bisexual and I I matched with a girl on Hinge, and it wasn't until I was pulling up to the restaurant and I was re-looking at her pictures to remember what she looks like, that because she was like, "We are excited to meet you."
Oh.
And it was her and her
And
fiance
either way,
at
that's
the
not
time.
great. Either she got multiple personalities.
Yeah, she's schizophrenic, or there's another person.
No, it was her and her fiance, and they were looking for a unicorn, or AKA a third person to join their party. Is that considered catfishing? Would you?
No, they didn't.
Did they have
It was
multiple
clearly-
pictures? Was there like a
It was
profile?
just her.
Oh.
Did you read the profile?
Yeah.
Nobody ever reads the profile.
I did.
Okay, and it didn't say anything?
Mm-mm.
Oh, then yeah, that's...
That's a catfish, right?
And she didn't allude to it?
Until she said, "We are excited to see you."
Yeah, I would have responded with, whom?
Is this
sorry.
They are married now and very happy. Love them. Good people.
Mm-hmm.
Brang, brang.
We end up being real cool.
You helped to bring him there.
Yeah.
A catfish success story, finally.
Honestly, I do have this thing where people fuck me, they get married after. So I don't know how.
People fuck me, I get a promotion.
Isn't there There you go.
Upgrade your life.
What was the weirdest thing that you've ever seen, like, while online dating?
Seen in what context?
Like, in person? Like, has anyone ever taken you anywhere that's weird, or like...
I mean, I think probably the weirdest experience that I ever had. God, this is so awful. I went out on a date with a guy I met. He was like, "Oh, hey, come over, we'll hang out, and then we'll go out to get food or whatever." So I came over, we hung out for a little bit, and he was like, "Oh, my friends are at the club down here in LA somewhere, I can't remember." And he was like, "Let's just go and hang out with them." I was like, "Sure, fuck it, whatever." I'm like 12, I'm like 22, I don't know.
12.
Well, sure, I'll just ride this way. You know, I'm 22, fuck it, let's have fun. So I go, and then then we meet up with one of his friends. The guy was very nice. And
your first date, you meet up with friends? His friends?
Yeah, well, I don't
That's
know.
horrible.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
different.
super
It's a
weird.
different life. Well, that's the point of the story.
I mean,
You
I
asked for the
honestly
weird
thought,
one.
I actually have thought of bringing Cece to a couple of my first dates, but decided not to because I felt like it would be a little strange.
That would be a little weird.
Yeah, I would say
Definitely
don't
have
do
to tell
that.
them
I would say
beforehand.
don't do that. But yeah, so then we met up at this bar, whatever. We met up with his friend. He had a guy with him, and I was like, okay,
so
whatever.
double dating.
Yeah, kind of. But then,
This is
to do.
premeditated.
Then the guy that I was with was apparently more interested in the guy that he was with.
Oh no!
And the guy-
Wait, the guy that you were with
was more interested
in the date of the friend.
It gets worse.
Okay,
It gets worse.
so I need to start drawing charts now.
It gets worse. So I was like, okay, well, whatever. And then I was kind of more interested in
The friend.
the friend.
Okay.
So we
So you
ended up
swapped.
kind of just like hanging out with each other
Wow.
that night. And then like nothing happened. I'm a Christian. But then the friend invited me out on a date. And I was like,
Ooh.
okay. And then I talked to the guy. I was like, hey, like, I don't think that we had that connection like that. But like, your friend asked me out, but I'm trying to be respectful. I don't want to step on
That's
your
really
toes
nice
or
of
whatever.
you.
And he's like, no, absolutely. I agree. Because I found some stuff out later. He's like, yeah, I appreciate you. Like, whatever. It's cool. Like, I think we're probably just better off as friends. I was like, great. So I went out with this guy, and then that situation got weird. Like, I ended up going over to his house. Like, okay, we're going to go out to dinner. So drove over there. Got out, got in his car. We went to dinner. We were talking at dinner, and then he kept on talking about how he wants to put me on steroids because he was like a big dude, right?
Like buff.
Yeah, like big. Like,
Mhm.
He was on steroids, and live your life, follow your dreams. I'm all about cheating. Do it. I don't care. Live your life.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, I was not there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like,
You're but 22.
like, you can't even imagine like what I can get you to if I get you on a cycle. And I was like, no, thank you. I'm not going
Love
to
me
just
the
do
way I am.
steroids with a strange man I just met.
On your first date.
Yeah, like telling me this stuff. And I thought, man, Tim.
You get like high or something? Like
Man.
you feel like pumped after?
After getting on steroids?
Yeah. Like the first hit is roids. Like
Oh,
this.
he wasn't offering them to you that night, was he?
No, I
Oh,
didn't know. He was just
speaking
like saying
of-
in general, like his plan
He's
for
like,
me
oh, you
was
would
to
be perfect
get.
on steroids.
Got
Yeah,
it,
his
got it.
plan was to like get me juiced up.
Got it.
And I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's kind of
Okay,
offensive.
whatever. This is kind of weird, but sure, because I was 22, and I was like, let's roll with the punches, Tim. Like, let's be fine.
Be a yes man.
So then we had our dinner, where we went was like walking distance from his house. So we actually did walk. I lied about the drive.
Mm.
Don't know why I said that.
Mm.
I parked my car in his parking spot though, and that's the type of chivalry that I expect.
To walk you to your car?
I know you to park in a guest spot so I can park in a parking spot.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. That's
You know
smart.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So then we're walking back, and he's still kind of talking about the juice thing, and he's like, "Oh, you want to come hang out and like cuddle for a little bit?" I was like, "Of course." I do want to do that after this conversation. So we did that, and then he proceeded to tell me that the guy that he brought to the bar that first night that we hung out was actually a guy that he had paid to come out here to be on his cam show.
Oh,
What?
Lord. Oh, Lord. The plot
and
thickens.
that he thinks that we can make really great content. I was like, I am out of
no.
I am out of this situation. I am sorry.
Oh.
And then I found out that the guy that I was with at the club that night actually fucked that guy that he brought in the bathroom. I was
Whoa,
like, wow,
that night?
yeah, that night.
Damn.
Like
And you were being
plot
so
twist.
respectful to him?
Yeah, and I was like, a lot of plot twist.
Wow, I'm sorry.
So that's
Took a lot of
probably
courage.
one of the weird
Yeah, I think
ones.
you take the cake on that one, yeah.
I really do it.
You go hard.
I really go hard.
Wow. What's the weirdest thing that I've experienced online dating? Well, I mean, the unicorn situation was pretty strange.
That's the first time I ever heard that term.
Unicorn?
What?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever heard unicorn.
It's pretty well, like, that's a common term to use.
Because it's rare to find.
I guess, not if you're a gay.
It's funny because one of my coworkers used to say that during meetings that like she was never seen, but she was always working. She's like, I'm a unicorn. And I would always just think like, girl, don't
No,
know
you're
who
lazy,
this is.
Glenda. You're not a unicorn, you're dumping out. Don't fucking lie.
Yeah, I
Of the
don't.
4 men I've met.
I'm probably.
I think I'll probably take the cake in all categories just because they're the every experience I ever had.
I mean, I'll
and I had a lot of weird ones.
That's too bad.
That's crazy.
At this point, I think it's kind of fun. I mean, honestly, I love the stories. I didn't get hurt, thank God. I actively try to protect myself. You always should. Make sure you vet people. Don't just go see fucking strangers.
Even though that's kind of what you're doing.
But no, I said I vet them through the conversation process.
I look
Could
them up.
that? Well, yeah, I'm
That's a
learning
good
that that's a thing that you could also do as well.
What's a
Yeah.
general length that you wait from the time that you've matched to date, like going to see them in
Most of the
person?
time, like 2 or 3 weeks. To
Okay.
make them talk to me
Yeah.
first to like get a good feel about what their vibe is and if they get irritated by things or if they're going to be aggressive or whatever. And then at that point,
I'm like a week.
One guy, I
Nice.
literally was 2 months. Like we matched in December.
And that's-
I
to me,
didn't
that's
meet him until
weird.
February.
I don't think
I don't know
that's
why.
bad. I mean,
think-
there have been, obviously, there's exceptions.
I think it was- yeah, it
not
was a long time.
not everybody's been 3 weeks. There's been people
Right,
who are
right,
like, okay, I get a general vibe of you. I feel comfortable with it, but like, if I don't feel comfortable with it, I will not do it at all.
Right, of course.
Which
Like
you
it
shouldn't.
hits you in the gut. You're like, oh, this doesn't,
Right.
this doesn't sit right.
So you're
Something's
mostly
weird.
trusting your instincts. But you don't necessarily video chat with them?
The
Before
one
you-
time I video chatted was when we were in Miami.
I have video chatted before.
I kind of like to do that.
But usually, like, if I get enough pictures out of them, like, okay, like, there's no way you screenshotted 92 pictures.
Are you video chatting on your cell phone?
No, on my iPhone.
Oh. It's like all pixelated.
Looks like I'm in the year 2000.
On your
She's
Nokia.
into
No,
the
my
year
phone has
2000.
an excessively cracked screen I need to fix.
Like, no wonder it's been just 4 guys. They're like, what the fuck is
Like
this
that.
emoji?
You didn't tell me that you lived underwater.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of third world war?
I actually know I only video chatted with one guy, and that guy I ended up meeting later that week. Like, I think it was a weekend, and then we set up a meet on like a Thursday night or something. Because the initial guy, the first 2 initially, I waited a while. And then I was trying to do new things. So then the other 2 guys, I was like, okay, let's just.
But you don't
meet.
seem to me like the person that's like,
An idiot. Thank you.
no. That as well. I'm not going to remove that. You don't seem to me like a person who wants to meet somebody.
Oh. Yeah, no,
What
I
does that
really-
even mean? Like I look like someone that would want to meet someone on the internet?
No, but like,
He doesn't I look like it, like I seemed him. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
correct.
I mean, I feel the same with all 3 of us. None of us would prefer to be having to go on the internet to date, but that's
But I think
really?
that
I think it seems fun for you because I watched you like
hoeing it up.
swiping like
it
crazy.
is kind of fun. It's
Hoeing
kind of
it
like
up.
a video game, which is wild.
Yeah, that to me is like not how I like to spend my time. Rather
Yeah.
do Duolingo. If I'm gonna be on my phone. Yeah, no, I never had
Not
to.
sponsored.
Yeah, they do not
I want that
sponsor us.
very clear. But if they do,
That'd be nice. Yeah, if you're
it'd be very
interested.
nice. We take $30.
We appreciate everyone listening to our first episode.
Welcome to the crew.
We're excited to have you back, and
Okay.
Next time. And now a special message from Yaya.
I am the one in charge today to talk about our subcategory of online dating. So I was thinking, what is going to be very interesting about online dating is online dating around the world.
Ooh.
I know. It's not just Americans out here hoeing it on the Googles.
I don't believe it. I do not believe it. There are not other countries. I cannot see them from here.
So, like, a couple things that I looked up was, well, like, where is the first thing to start off with is what are the most popular dating apps around the world? And honestly, majority of them are American-owned dating apps. So, number one is Tinder.
Oh.
Wow.
Number 2 is Bumble.
Hmm.
They're killing it, those women. They're best friends.
So
2 girls that created
Bumble.
Bumble.
You know she just became a billionaire?
Yes.
Well.
Oh my God. If I could give people dicks online for $1 billion, I would do it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, same, bro. Number 3, OkCupid. Didn't even know that was still around.
That's very dated.
Yeah, OkCupid. Number 4, Happen. With no E. HAPPN.
Never heard of it.
It is the one most likely for Canada, Mexico, USA, and the UK. Write it down, girls. Get your mans out in the UK.
If you are in Canada, Mexico, or the UK, get it.
Get it.
Make it